Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Well, we're getting ready to start this new 1978 project. The first game on the channel is going to be the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Atlanta Braves in Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. And we're going to be using the Apba Master game, so bear with me. I may make a few mistakes, and it may take me a little longer than what it did during the 61 season for a few games here to play the master game, but we'll get her down. So let's fast play up until the Braves game here. So the first game of the year, for some reason, they got the Twins traveling to Seattle to take on the Mariners. So let's see what happens here in this game. And the Twins win 4-3 on 9 hits and 1 error. The Mariners 3 runs on 9 hits and an error. And Mr. Wagner went 3 for 4 with a home run for the Twins. Let's go to April 6th, see how many games is on there. We got the Twins and the Mariners, and we also got Houston and Cincinnati, and normally that's what is the opener, is Cincinnati. So we'll do the Twins and the Mariners here, see what happens. We'll fast play. So we got a star already. Let's see what the star is for. A triple play was already turned in the game number 2 of this 1978 project, a triple play. Let's take a look at this box score, folks. How about that already? Exciting things happening. Let's look at the extended box score, or the scorecard rather. See when this triple play happened. Where was the triple play? Let's go back here. When was it? The Twins turned to triple play. So when did the Seattle hit into a triple play here? It was in the 9th inning. In the 9th inning. And it doesn't give you the details of what the triple play was. That's what I was looking for. Ain't that often? You had a hit batsman and a walk, and then Stein hit into a triple play, but it doesn't tell you how it went. That pisses me off. I wanted to see the actual, like the double play here. It gives you a ground out 6-4-3. I was hoping to see exactly what the triple play was, but it just puts triple play down. That's a little disappointing. Here, we'll go to play-by-play. Go to the 9th inning. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Let's see here. So far for the day, Stein was 1 for 3, nobody out. Stanton leads off second. Jones leads off first. Erickson cranks and fires a ground ball down the garage at third. He steps on the bag, fires at the second. Wolf gun turns quickly and guns at the first just in time for the triple play. So there we go, folks. A triple play in April 6, 1978. And the Astros and the Reds with a victory. Pete Rose goes 3 for 6 with 2 RBI. The Astros 3 runs, 5 hits, and 3 errors. The Reds 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. So now we'll go to April 7th, And we got the Dodgers taking on the Braves here. Let's play some baseball here using Apba Master Game. Make sure we got the lineups the way we want them. I think I made any changes here. So Don Senton up against PHILL NIEKRO. That's who we want. And we got Lopes, Russell, Smith, say Gardner, Baker, Monday. Yep, that looks right. So leading off for the Dodgers, playing second base will be Davey Lopes. Batting second will be shortstop Bill Russell. Batting third will be the right fielder Reggie Smith. Batting fourth, the third baseman, the Penguin Ron Say. Batting fifth, playing first base, Popeye Steve Gardner. Batting sixth, playing left field, the former Brave Dusty Baker. Batting seventh, the center fielder Rick Monday. Batting eighth, Chuck Yeager's nephew, Steve Yeager. And on the mound, batting ninth, doing the pitching is Don Sutton. Let's take a look at the hometown Atlanta Braves starting lineup. Leading off for the Braves, Jerry Royster playing second base. Batting second, playing center field is Roland Office. Batting third, playing right field is the Sarge, Gary Matthews. Batting fourth, playing left field is Jeff Burris. Batting fifth, doing the catching is Biff Pocoroba. Batting sixth, playing first base is Dale Murphy. Batting seventh, playing third base is Bobby Bonneau. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Pat Rocket. And on the mound, old Nuxie himself, batting ninth, PHILL NIEKRO. So let's get to the game, folks. And we got PHILL NIEKRO on the mound. And in real life, Phil was 19-18 with a 2.88 ERA. He pitched in 42 starts, 44 games total. First batter he'll face this year is Davey Lopes. And in 1978, he batted .278 with 17 home runs and 58 RBIs. Let's get this game started, folks. Here's the pitch from PHILL NIEKRO. And it's going to be a fly ball out the left field. The first out of this 1978 project is going to be made by Jeff Burris. One down here in the top of the first. And it brings up Bill Russell. And Russell in 78 batted .286, 3 home runs and 46 RBIs in 155 games. And that's going to be a ground ball. No, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. Phil does. 2 up and 2 down. And that brings up Reggie, not Jackson, but Smith, batted .295, 29 home runs and 93 RBIs on this season in 78. And that's going to be a let's see here. And that is going to be a ground ball pop up down the short. As he just gets under that knuckleball, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning. And we go to the bottom of the first. Dodgers nothing. Royster, Office, and Matthews due up here for the Braves. And we got Don Sutton on the mound for the Dodgers. He was 15-11 in 78 with a 3.55 ERA. He started 34 games. The first batter he'll face this year is Jerry Royster. He batted .259 in 78 with 2 home runs and 35 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Royster. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short, I believe. Yep. Ground ball down the short. That'll be out number one for the Braves. One up and one down. That brings up Mr. Office. And Office for the year, he batted .250 with 9 home runs and 40 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch to Office. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. 2 up and 2 down for the Braves. Let's see if Gary Matthews, the Sarge, can get something started here for first. And this is taking forever for some reason. I don't know why it's running so slow, but here's the pitch to Matthews. And that's going to be another ground ball, and this one's going to be down the short. And that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes the Braves. We go to the top of the second. It's nothing, folks. Darn, this is lagging. Sure is a lagging. Alrighty, we got the Penguin, Say, Garvey, and Baker due up here in the top of the second. And here we go. Ron was batting .270 with 23 home runs, 84 RBIs in the 78 season. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Phil gives up his first walk of the game. We've got our first runner of the season. So you got the pink body out. And this is really driving me nuts. Let's see here. Pretty sure I got this on fast. Very fast. Yep, why it's dragging so bad, I have no clue. All right. So here we go now. Now you got Garvey up. And look how slow this is. Ain't this ridiculous? Sorry about this, folks. So now you got Garvey up batting .316 in 1978, 21 home runs, 113 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll be NIEKRO's second strikeout. 1 out here. Now Baker up as we wait for the game to catch up to us. And Dusty Baker batted .262, 11 home runs, and 66 RBIs in 78. As we drop the dice for the first time today. And a 64. That's going to be back-to-back strikeouts. Old Nuxie starting to wheel and deal after that. Base on balls to Penguin. And that brings up Mr. Rick Monday. And it's a happy Monday. Let's see if it is for Rick. Here on President's Day, batting .254 in 78 with 19 home runs, 57 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. And that ball is high, that ball is far, that ball is gone, folks. Rick Monday hits a home run and gives the Dodgers a 2-0 lead. Home run number 1 on the year. Just like that. NIEKRO's down by 2. That brings up Steve Yeager. He only batted a .193 with 4 home runs and 23 RBIs on the year. Here's the pitch to Steve. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. That'll end the inning, but not until the Dodgers scored 2 on the Monday home run. A happy Monday it is. It's 2-0 as we have Burris, Polk, Aroba, and Murphy due up here for the Atlanta Braves. And Jeff Burris hit .301 on the year, 23 home runs, 77 RBIs. And they're not going to mess around with Jeff. It's going to be Don Sutton's first walk. That's what happened with Nuxie in the second. See if the Braves can make Don Sutton pay for walking the leadoff batter. Up now is Biff Poke Aroba. He batted .242 on the year He had 6 home runs, 34 RBIs. See if Biff can do something here with Jeff on at first. And here's the pitch to Biff. And that's not what the Braves wanted. That ball is hit down the short. And that's going to be a tailor-made double play. 6-4-3. And Sutton erases that base on balls just like that. That'll bring up the Murph now. Batting .226, 23 home runs, 79 RBIs on the year. And that's going to be a lazy fly ball out to Baker. 1, 2, 3 goes to Braves after the walk and the double play. We go to the top of the third. We got the bottom part of the order, Sutton, then back to the top with Lopes and Russell. And Sutton batted a .083 on the year with 3 RBIs. See if he can help his own cause. Because unfortunately this year we are going to have the stinking DH in the American League. But we don't need it here in the National League. And that's going to be a ground ball down to back to the, now it's a swing and a miss. PHILL NIEKRO with his 4th strikeout of the game, folks. Gave up that long ball, but other than that, Nuxie's doing well. That brings up Davey Lopes. He flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be a let's see here. I don't make him a 12. And that's going to be an infield hit. Davey Lope gets aboard here. The ground ball down the third. Unable to make a play. He eats the ball, so Lopes is aboard with 1 out. And here we got Mr. Russell's up here now. And Bill is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time against Nuxie. Not this time, though. He gets a piece of this ball. And with Mr. Lopes down at first. That's going to be a fly ball. No, it might not be. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. And that's going to be a pop-up, and Rocket makes the play at short for out number 2. Hey, G-Puck. How's it going, bud? Looking forward to this replay. Like I say, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to stuff, just like that pitcher there, making sure the runners don't advance, so there's no need to really roll the dice. So we got 2 outs now, and Mr. Smith up. And Reggie is 0 for 1. He popped up to third, short his first time up. Not this time, folks. That ball is well hit. Could it be? It may be. It is gone. Reggie Smith with his first home run of the year, folks. And he pulls that ball down the right field line. And that ball is out of here. It's not known as a launching pad for nothing. So Phil's giving up 2 gopher balls and now trails this game 4-0. Now we got the Penguin up. He walked his first time up. Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time, but I played 2 games yesterday, G-Puck. I got them done in about 40-some, 50-some minutes. Of course, that's not announcing and shooting the shit with people in the chat and all, but that ain't bad. Ain't bad at all. I'm not in here to get a game done in 20 minutes. I kind of enjoy it. So, yeah. Old G-Puck had a no-hitter the other day, folks. If you want to put that in the chat, G-Puck, that was awesome. It was in his playoffs. He's doing the 2000 season with Apba Master game. So the Penguin, like I say, he walked his first time and came around to score on the Monday home run. And this time, that's going to be a ground ball, I believe, down the third. Yep, that's a ground ball down the third, over the first. Murph makes the catch, and that'll end the inning, but not until the Dodgers score two on the Reggie Smith home run, folks. Lead this game 4-0. Bennell, Rocket, and NIEKRO do up the bottom part of the lineup. Barry batted .240 on the year, 1 home run and 16 RBIs. Remember, folks, the Braves finished 69 and 94 and 78. So we're trying to get them up to about 70 wins or so. It might be a long season for the Braves, but I still think it'll be interesting and fun. Then we got the Yankees as the other team I'll be doing. I'll do the same as I did in 61, and that's the other end of the spectrum. The Yankees won 100 games. All cool. Against the Giants. I hate the stinking Giants. Gee, Puck, that's nice to know. Hey, D. Scott. So, Barry with his first at bat of the year against Sutton. And that's going to be I think that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Let's look here. That'll make Sutton a 12. And no, with a 12, that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. And that'll be out number 1. So one down here. Nice play out there by Rick Mundy. The Rob Barry of a hit. Here comes the Rocket. He batted a .141 on the year with 4 RBIs and 78. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Over to first, Sutton goes, and that'll end the inning. And again, no, that's 2 outs. Sorry, NIEKRO's up. Sorry about that. Old Nuxie needs a bat. Old Phil batted .225. He was always a damn good hitting pitcher. Say we don't need no stinking DH and 10 RBIs. Can Nuxie get on base here? And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. The Braves go down 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the 4th. It's the Dodgers 4, the Braves nothing. We got Garvey, Baker, and Mundy due up here. Steve struck out his first time up against Phil. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Easy play by the Rocket. That'll be 1 out. Brings up Mr. Dusty Baker. And Baker struck out his first time up against NIEKRO. And we dropped the dice for the second time today. And that's going to be another strikeout. So Baker can't figure out an old knuckleballs. His former teammate strikes him out for the second time. And that brings up Rick Mundy. He had a 2-run homer back there in the second. Here's the pitch to Rick. And that one's going to be popped up, I believe, down the second. Sure is. And Jerry makes the call and the catch. And that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. We got the top of the order due up here for the Braves. Royster, Office, and Matthews. Jerry grounded out the short his first time up. Not this time, folks. He gets a hold of this one. It's going to be the first hit for the Braves off of Sutton. And that ball is blasted, folks. That ball is driven into the gap in left field. Royster's putting on the Jets. He's rounding second. He's a brown-eyed, handsome man. He's going to be in there with us. Stand-up triple. That ball is rolling all around. Mundy and Baker look like Keystone Cops. So the Braves got their first runner on and first runner in scoring position. Runner down at third with a 4-run lead. The Dodgers will play back. And Office, he flew out the left field his first time up. And here's the pitch to him. That's going to be a fly ball in the center field. And let's see if that's going to be deep enough to get the runner home here, folks. So a 38 makes that a 4 gives out a 22. 22 with nobody out. Who's up next? We'll leave the Sarge. He's going to stay put. We'll let the Sarge try to drive him in here. So that's a fly ball, not quite deep enough to get the run in. Hey, Ken. Yeah, Master Boy, exactly, Ken. So we got one out. The Sarge up the bat here. See if Sarge can drive in Royster from third. And that's going to be a base on balls. They don't want nothing to do with Gary. So now we got first and third. And one out. Ray's trying to make some noise here and get back in this game. And that brings up Jeff Burris. And if you're a Braves fan, this is who you want up. He walked his first time up against Sutton. Can he get this game back with a base hit here? Hey, Clinton. Here's the pitch to Jeff. And that's going to be a... Going to add up the infield here. And let's see here, 23. That's going to make him a filling column 1. So on a 40, a filling column 1. Wow pitch. Runner scores. Runner on first is out trying for third. See if this game can handle this. And I don't think it can, but we'll give it a try. Wow pitch. Runner on first. X2. So the Braves score a run, but Matthews gets thrown out at third, and the game handled it. So now we got a 1-0 pitch to Burris with nobody on. And the Braves trailing 4-1 now. See what Jeff can do. And that ball is well hit. Of course, after getting thrown out at third, going to drive that ball into the gap, and that's going to be a double. And that would have scored Gary from second if his ass would have just stayed down there. Ball was hit into the gap in right field. As always, as sure as somebody gets thrown out, somebody gets a base hit. I'm going to cut the lead in half, but instead now we got 2 outs. Burris down at second for Biff Pokeroba. He hit into a double play his last time up. Not this time, though. The Braves are starting to figure out old Sutton. See if they can get a base hit here. And that's going to be a single over second. And 55, and Burris is not a very fast runner, so 55 would be a 19. A Merce up next, 19, 24. And we're going to send him. What the hell? See if we can get another runner thrown out here. So on a 24, a row of 46 or lower, Burris makes it, folks. And of course, he's thrown out at the plate. Of course. So Mundy throws him out. That's a single up the middle. Runner on second is thrown out at the plate. So the Braves run themselves out of the inning here, folks. They do score 1, trail this game 4-1. Yeah, exactly, G-Puck. I want to watch the 500 also. We got Yeager, Sutton, and then back to the top of the order and Lopes. And Yeager is 0 for 1 today. He flew out to left field. Here's the pitch from Yeager, and that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Now that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strikes him out. That is Nuxie's 6th strikeout of the game. And here's Sutton up. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Over to Murph at first for out number 2. And we're back to the top of the order and Davey Lopes. And Davey is 1 for 2. Came around the score in the third. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And that's going to be a 1-2-3 inning for the Dodgers. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Braves trailing by 3. You got Murphy and Barry and the Rocket due up here. Oh, exactly, Ken. Like I say, me and you was talking yesterday. I think it's mostly that they don't understand the basic game. So they don't have stuff memorized. And so they have to look everything up and they think they got to roll dice for the fielding every time. And especially bases empty. I mean, if you look across the board and a 24 says out at short the first, all 3 columns, why are you rolling the dice checking the fielding? Yeah, exactly. I don't get it. Like I say, I hadn't played this game in like 10 to 15 years. And I got 2 games done, like I say, in about 40 to 50 minutes. And the one game me and Ken was talking on SteamYard for a while. So that might have took about an hour or so. But yeah, I'm not finding it bad. I didn't bring a calculator up here today, so I'm doing some of the math in my head. So that's taking a little bit longer than using a calculator, but still. And even like me and Ken was talking, G-Puck, when you get a number in the 60s and 70s, you don't have to check unless you got a guy like Phil NIEKRO or something on the basis. He's going to be safe. It's going to be a 36 or higher. So again, there's no reason to do all that math and figure out if he's going to what his chances of making it. So we got the Murph up here. He flew out the left his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Murph goes down swinging. Here comes old Barry. Yeah, like I say, and the calculations, you don't have to do them every play. Yeah, exactly, Ken. Yeah, exactly. And like I say, you just got to give yourself some time. You play a few games. I know Gil says you got to play about 30 or 40 games. I don't think it takes you that much. If you already got the the basic down, I don't think it takes you that much. If you're getting that master game for the first time and that's the first time you've ever played Apba, it's going to take you a while to figure out what's going on. Don't get me wrong there, but other than that, here's Barry. He flew out the center his first time up, and that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Easy play for Russell. And that'll be 2 up and 2 down for the Braves here in the 5th. We got the Rocket up now. Yeah, exactly, Ken. That'll be awesome. You and me both. And the Rocket grounded out the Sutton his first time up. Let's see if he can get aboard here with 2 outs and get a 2-out rally going. That's not going to happen. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. That's Sutton's 3rd strikeout of the game. We go to the top of the 6th. We got Russell, Smith, and Penguin. Oh, say. Russell, he's 0 for 2, struck out and popped up the short. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Office has got that for out number 1. And that brings up Smith. Reggie's homered in this game. He's 1 for 2 with a 2 RBI homer back in the third. And that's going to be a rare result play. Let's see what we got here. And I'm using Ken's advice. I'm rolling 4 dice so I don't have to make another roll. Plus, I get to keep the red and white dice in case I screw up and forget what the result was. So 16 on a 40 is a 28. And 28 is just a ball. So ball 1 to Smith. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So NIEKRO comes back and strikes Reggie out after the last at bat hitting a homer off of him. Brings the Penguin up now. He's 0 for 1. He walked and grounded out to short. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. That's going to be a swing and a miss, rather. NIEKRO's dealing his 8th strikeout of the game, folks. But he's given up 2 long balls and trails this game 4 to 1. Speaking of Nuxie, he's due up first, followed by Royster and Office. Phil's 0 for 1 today. He struck out. And that's going to be a... We need the catcher. And Yeager's an 8. And that's a 44 on a catcher. And an 8 catcher on a 44 is going to be fielding column 1. So on a catcher fielding column 1, that's going to be a pop-up. Yeager makes a nice play back near the screen, hangs with it, folks. And that is out number 1. We got Royster due up now. And Jerry's 1 for 2 with a triple and came around to score the only run for the Braves. Can he get on base again and set the table? That's going to be a base on balls. Jerry trots on down the first. And he's a C steal rate. That's one thing I gotta remember here. Ken and G Puck is these steal ratings. So it's behind by 1 run. So anytime they're behind more than 1 run, I got to remember a C can't steal. It don't matter what the situation is. That way I don't have to keep looking that up. Hey, Aaron. That's the one thing. I told Ken G Puck my first game I played offline. I forgot about the boards not automatically stealing. So I didn't even think about a stolen base the whole game. Forgot all about that. You had to make the decision. So now we got Office up. He's flown out to both center and left field. Can he get a base hit here with Royster on? He drives this ball. Let's see here. Going to make him a 11 on an 8. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. And let's see if Royster's going to try to make it the third here with 1 out. And he's going to stay put at second. So we got first and second now for the Sarge. Yeah, exactly. Gee, Puck, it was funny. I was sitting downstairs eating lunch, and I text Ken. I said, I just realized I didn't think about making 1 damn steal attempt in that game at all, Ken. Not 1 time that I even considered. I keep thinking the board's going to do it. Oh, is that right? That is awesome. The highest I got is of course it's Gator. He's a 22 Ken in 78. So we got Matthews up. He's grounded out the short and walked. Can Matthews tie this game up with 1 swing of the bat, folks? Here is the pitch from Don Sutton. And that's not going to happen. 34. It'll be the third baseman. That's going to be an infield fly. The Penguin makes the call, makes the catch out in shallow left field. And now we got 2 outs, and it's up to Jeff Burris. Can Burris deliver? He doubled his last time up, folks. He's walked and doubled. He's perfect on this season. The Braves needing to come through here. Here's the pitch from Sutton. And he may have just busted this game open a little bit and got the Braves back in it. And that'll make him a 14. And a nice play out there by Rick Mundy robs Jeff Burris of a base hit. And that'll end the inning. Nice dive and catch by Rick. Burris goes back to the dugout shaking his head. There we go, Ken. At -4 hurt old Jeff. Otherwise, that would have been a base hit in the basic game. Smokey Wood at 25 and 19-12. That's crazy. We got Garvey, Baker, and Mundy due up here now. Garvey's 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded out to short. See if NIEKRO can keep this a 3-run game here in the 7th. Garvey at the plate. Here's the pitch. Most likely a knuckleball, and it fools Garvey. That's a swing and a miss. That's his 2nd strikeout, and Phil's 9th of the game. Can Phil get into double digits in strikeouts here today, folks? Dusty Baker, he struck out twice. His former teammate, Phil NIEKRO's got his number. And can Nuxie give old Dusty the hat trick here, folks? And yes, he does. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 10, and Dusty Baker strikes out 3 in a row. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Dusty Baker. That brings up Rick Mundy, though. Rick's homered in this game. Back in the 2nd. Here's the pitch to Rick. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Nuxie, like I say, besides those 2 gopher balls, has pitched a hell of a game. We make it to the 7th inning stretch. Sing it, Aaron. Like I say, Nuxie's not pitched a bad game, just a 3-hitter. The Dodgers got more runs than they do hits. The Braves have out-hit the Dodgers, but trail by 3. So we go to the 7th inning. Pocoroba, Murphy, and Barry due up here. Let's see what the Biff can do. He singled his last time up. And here we go. And that's going to be a base hit, I believe, by Mr. Biff Pocoroba in the left field. Nice piece of hitting by Biff. He gets aboard here, folks, with a leadoff single. So we got a leadoff single by Pocoroba. Always liked old Biff. And now the Murph, the rookie. Let's see what Murph can do. He has flown out the left and struck out. Can the Murph deliver here? And like I say, he only batted .226 in 78. Here's the pitch, but he had 23 home runs. And that's going to be a 12 and a 9. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Nice play by Reggie Smith. Just took a base hit away from Murph down the line. Murph kicks the dirt as he goes back to the dugout. He passes the baton to Barry. Barry's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. See what happens here. Sutton pounces on it. And he's going to make a swing and a miss. He's got the Y factor. So that's a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Big strikeout. Now it's up to the Rocket. See if Pat can deliver here. He struck out his last time up. And he's going to swing and miss again. So Biff gets on with that leadoff single, but he goes nowhere, folks. We go to the top of the 8th. We got Yeager. Probably a pitch hitter for Sutton early in the year. We'll have a pitch hitter for him, and then Lopes. Don't want to get him hurt early in the year. Yeager's 0 for 2, flew out and struck out. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Nuxie, he's due to lead off the 8th. So that puts Yeager down at first, and that'll be it for Don Sutton. See who's going to come off the bench here for the Dodgers. Got the righty Nuxie up on the mound. The only lefty they got on the bench is Johnny Oates. Let's see here. Put somebody up with a little bit of pop. I think old Lee Lacy's going to come out here. Yeah, Lee Lacy's going to come off the bench here. Pitch hit for Sutton. So Lee Lacy, his first at bat of the year. And then 78, he was batting .261 with 13 home runs. Here's the pitch to Lee. Nobody out. Yeager down at first. And that's going to be a base on balls. And Nuxie might be getting tired, folks. Just walked his 3rd batter of the game. That brings up Russell now, 1st and 2nd. Nobody out. Braves looking to turn 2 here. Sorry, it brings up Lopes. Said Russell. Davies 1 for 3. He singled, grounded out the short, and flew out the left. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. And that should be out number 1. 1 down. Runner stay put. That'll bring up Russell now. And Bill is 0 for 3. Struck out, popped up the short, and flew out the center. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Can the Braves turn 2? It's hit down to the Rocket. And that is going to be over to second. Nice pivot by Royster over to Murph. 6-4-3 double play, just what the doctor ordered. The Braves get out of it with no run scoring. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Braves trailing by 3. We got a pitch hitter for NIEKRO, Royster, and then Office due up. See who's going to come out here and pitch for the Dodgers. And they're not going to mess around. They're bringing out Mr. Terry Foster, soon to be Brave. I like the old Terry, old hoss. So Terry's coming out of the bullpen. The old lefty. Trying to nail down this game. Let's see how many batters he did. 32 is what his batters was, Ken. Let's see how many he did face. Probably only faced about 20. He's Q is a 0. Let's see how many he faced here. Look at the old scorecard. So he faced 3. He faced 30. I was figuring it was about 27. So yeah, he was close. 30 out of 32. Yep. So now we'll have a pitch hitter here for NIEKRO. See who's going to come off the bench. Face Terry. Harry's a grade 19 there, Ken. So he's a very high A. I think Bob Beal is going to come off the bench. Or is Cito Gaston going to come off the bench? We need runners. Need runners more than power. Let's see here. So it's either going to be Gilbert or I think that's who it's going to be. Rod Gilbert is going to come off the bench. We want some base runners. We don't need the big pop yet. So let's see here. Mr. Gilbert, where are you at here? So then it'll be followed by Royster in office. Can he get a board here? Harry was on the year. He had a 1.93 ERA. He was 5-4. He had 22 saves on the year, 47 games. And Rod batted .245, 3 home runs, and 31 RBIs. Here is the pitch. And that's going to be a rare play board. 34 on a 36. Probably going to be a foul ball. And that's a foul ball, strike one. And a 62. That's going to be a fly ball out the right field. 1 up and 1 down here in the 8th. We're back to the top of the order in Royster. See if Jerry can get something going. He's got that triple in this game. Scored the only run for the Braves. And that's going to be a base hit. And that's an infield hit. That was a slow roller down the third. And the Penguin has no play. Jerry makes it down the first. So the Braves got a runner aboard here with 1 out. For office, he's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. See if they can get something going, folks. Make a game of this. And that's not going to happen. That's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And that's 2 outs. So it's up to Sarge here to keep this 8th inning going. See if Matthews can do something. He is 0 for 2. He's walked, grounded out the short, and popped up the short. And that's going to be a pass ball, and that's the catcher. If he's a PB3, and he's not, so that's going to be a rare play. Rare play with a runner on first on 40. And it's a 33 on a 40. My left fielder is a 2. Re-roll the dice here. See what column we'll be using. 31 on a 2. That'll be column number 2. That's going to be a single in the left. Batter takes second on an error. Runner to third. So we got a single in the left. We got an E7. Just like that, the Braves are starting to make some noise. And Matthews will make it down to second. Now we got second and third and 2 outs. See if the Braves can score here, folks. Get back in this game and make the 9th inning exciting here. Second and third now. Can Jeff deliver? He's 1 for 2. He's walked. Flew out the center, and hit a double. Here we go. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch. And that's not going to get it done. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. Russell fires over to Garvey. That ends the inning, folks. And the Braves leave 2. We go to the top of the ninth. It's still 4-1. We got the Penguin, the Popeye, and Baker. Say Garvey and Baker do up here. So he's going to come out here and pitch for the Braves. And it looks like Mr. Campbell is going to come out here and pitch. Got a righty, and a righty due up. So Dave Campbell is going to come out of the bullpen. See what Dave, if he can keep us a 3-run game here. Oh, it is, isn't it, Ken? Like I say, I always like Terry. Oh, the AR, that's his arm rating, Clinton, or the outfielders and infielders. You talking about talking like Office OF3 AR34 Clinton? Yeah, that's his arm rating. He's a 34 arm. Yeah, not a problem, bud. I just abbreviated it so it wouldn't take up as much room. I had to make the font on this a medium with all the master game symbols to put in there for the ratings. I like the font to be bigger. In the basic game, when the only thing I would have had was he was in outfield 3, I can make the font bigger. So I tried to abbreviate everything as little as I could so it wouldn't take as much room up on the screen. And now we got Reggie Smith due up here. Let's see what Reggie can do. He's 1 for 3 with a home run. Dave comes in the game. He has a 4.80 ERA in 78. He was 4-4. Pitched in 53 games, had 1 save. What a difference between one pitcher and the other. Dave is a grade 4. All righty, here's the pitch for Smith. And that ball is high. That ball is far. That ball is going. So much for keeping this a 3-run game, folks. Reggie Smith was the 2nd home run of the game. And that ball left the yard quick. See ya later, Mr. Spalding. Sure. It's now 5-1. Dave's greeted with a bunch of boos from the Atlanta Fulton County stands. That brings up Mr. Penguin. He's 0 for 2. Walked, grounded out, and struck out. And that's going to be a fly ball in the deep left field. But that'll be out number 1. 1 up, and now we got Garvey. See what old Popeye can do. He's 0 for 3. He struck out twice, grounded out the third. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. Matthews gets under it. So 2 fly balls, 2 outs after the home run. Here comes Mr. Baker. He struck out 3 times today against NIEKRO. He's glad he's not out there no more. See if he can get the golden sombrero. And no, he doesn't. He pounces on this pitch by Dave. That didn't fool him one bit. And that ball is going. Home run number 1 by Dusty Baker. See ya later, alligator. That ball is hit out of here. And all of a sudden, it's 6-1. And Dave just threw some kerosene on the fire, folks. The Braves thought they had any chances back there in the 8th with 2nd and 3rd. This game is over. All you working people, go to bed. Brings up Rick Monday. He's 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer. And he hits a home run. Campbell cannot stop it, folks. That ball is driven down the right field line. Matthew turns around and watches that one go. Jeez, you Pete, this game is crazy. Crazy, I say. Yeah, it's starting to get there, Ken. Exactly. It's starting to get there. That brings up Yeager now. He's 0 for 2. He struck out, walked, and flew out the left. And that's going to be a rare play. 20, I would imagine. And that's going to be hit down the second. And that's going to be, let's see, the second baseman is Jerry. He is a 7. And that should make him a filling column 1. And let's see here. And that's going to be a nice play by Royster. A nice dive and stop. Finally, mercifully, this inning's over. Royster has to go deep in the hole, dives out in the grass, fires over to first, and that is the inning. Now we got Pocoroba, Murphy, and Barry due up here, but the Braves down by 6 now. Biff, one of the few Braves that's having a good game. He's 2 for 3. He singled his last 2 times up. Not this time, though. That's going to probably be a foul ball. 36 and a 52 and a 36. And that's a foul ball. Strike 1 on Biff. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball. Now that's going to be a swing and a miss. Terry strikes him out. Biff turns around and bats from the right side for the first time. And here's the Murph. He's 0 for 3 today. And he's going to be 0 for 4. And that ball is hit down the short. Russell over to Garvey. 2 up and 2 down. The Braves are down to the last at bat. Terry trying to nail this game down. Here's the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss. Nice explanation point on this game. And the Braves lose 7-1. Take a look here at the box score. So that's a little over an hour with all those runs near the end. Not ain't bad for a master game. What do you think, Ken, with broadcasting? A little over an hour. What do you think, G-Puck? That ain't bad, is it? Like I say, doing some broadcasting, shooting the shit with chat. So take a look here at the box score. The Dodgers, 7 runs on only 6 hits. The Braves out hit the Dodgers, but where it counts the most, don't matter. 1 run on 7 hits. Reggie Smith, 2 for 4 with 2 home runs. You had the Baker with a home run. Rick Monday, 2 for 4 with a home run. Dodgers were 0 for 2 with runners on scoring position. Only left 1 on. They had 7 hits in the real game. Yeah, cool. Yeah, like I say, I don't think it was bad time. Over an hour. Like I say, not bad at all. Jerry Royster and old Biff Pocoroba both had 2 hits for the Braves. The bottom part of the order didn't do shit for Atlanta. Atlanta was 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They left 6 men on base. Sutton picks up the first win of the year. Pitched 7 innings, 5 hits, gave up only 1 run, walked 3, struck out 5. Terry comes in, pitches 2 innings, gives up 2 hits, but strikes out 2 and gets his first save of the year. And Phil NIEKRO picks up his loss. Oh, I appreciate it, Ken. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Going to be a fun project. And Campbell comes in and gets lit up, gives up 3 hits, all 3 of them home runs, 3 runs. And that was the end of that ball game. Turn out the lights, the party was over in the top of the 9th, that's for sure. All righty. Let's fast play some games here in the National League. You got the Astros taking on the Reds. Well, here, Yankees don't play, so we'll just fast play all of them here. Fast play them all. So the A's, no runs on 8 hits and 2 errors. The Angels, 6 runs, 13 hits, and 1 error. Then you got the Red Sox taking on the White Sox in the Windy City. And the White Sox win a close one. The Red Sox, 4 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. The White Sox, 5 runs on 15 hits and 2 errors. Oh, in case you all missed it, we'll go back here. We had a triple play. On April 6th, 2 games into the year in the Minnesota. Let's see here. Star Twins turn a triple play in the 9th inning to end the game, folks. The worst part is the scorecard doesn't tell you exactly how they did it. It just puts a TP up there. I wish it told you how it happened. I just wanted to show you all that. And now we got the Blue Jays taking on the Tigers. The bird on the mound. The bird. The bird's the word. And the Tigers shut out the Blue Jays. No runs on 4 hits and 1 error. The bird was the word. 6 runs, 13 hits, and no errors for the Tigers. We got the Orioles traveling to Milwaukee to take on the Brew Crew. Yes, I did see that, Clinton. That will be nice. I agree. Yeah, it's going to allow you to put notes in there. And the Brewers win. Orioles 1 run on 8 hits and no errors. The Brew Crew 4 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. Then we got the Twins taking on the Mariners for the 3rd time this year. The Twins have won both games out there in Seattle. Can they sweep them? And they do. They shut out the Mariners. The Twins 3 runs on 12 hits and no errors. The Mariners no runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Now we go to the National League. We got the Astros taking on the Reds. Phil's brother Joe's on the mound. See if Joe can do better than what his older brother did here. Oh, it might have been Clinton. It was out there. And the Astros do win. Joe picks up the win. So he did better than his brother. The Astros 6 runs on 13 hits and no errors. The Reds 4 runs, 7 hits and an error. Bob Watson 1 for 5. Then you got the Expos taking on the Mets. I'll strike him out, throw him out, double play. That's nice, G Puck. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And the Expos, a lot of shutouts here in the early part of the season here. The Expos 5 runs on 12 hits and no errors, and the Mets get shut out, no runs, 7 hits and no errors. And you got the Cardinals taking on the Phils. Old lefties on the mound for you, Ken. See if the Phillies can pick up a win here. And the Phillies win. Carlton goes the distance for you. The Phils. Cardinals 1 run, 6 hits and no errors, and the Phillies 4 runs, 10 hits and no errors. Now you got the Cubbies taking on the Pirates. Yeah, nice game by lefties, right? A 6-hitter. Didn't do bad. I always liked old lefty. Yep. And the Cubbies win a close one. 2 runs on 7 hits and an error. And the Pirates 1 run, 7 hits and no errors. Kingman goes 2 for 4 with the home run, and that must have been it. A 2-run homer wins the game. And then the last game of April 7th, you got the Padres and the Giants. No, just I'm going to do the Yankee replay along with this Braves replay, G Puck. Yep. That way I get to play. Hopefully I get to see everybody's card on the table. We're doing an American League team and a National League team. And the Padres beat up on the Giants. 6 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. And the Giants 2 runs, 7 hits, and an error. Go back here and take a look at the standings early in the year. Really ain't much to look at, but we will see what's going on here. And you got the Tigers in Milwaukee tied for first. And the Red Sox, Orioles, and Blue Jays a game back. The Yankees and Indians haven't played yet. You got the Twins 3-0. You got the Angels and White Sox a game back. The Royals and Rangers haven't played yet. The A's and the Mariners. And then out in the National League East, you got the Expos, Phillies, and Cubs all with a win. The Pirates, Cardinals, and Mets with a loss. Dodgers leading the National League. And the poor Braves are holding them all up. In the American League, nobody has more than 2 home runs, and we know in the National League that ain't true. Got 2 Dodgers with 2 home runs, along with Mr. George out there in Cincinnati, Ohio. All righty, I want to thank G Puck, Ken Castro, Clinton Parks, Aaron Reed. Did I miss anybody? I think that was everybody for stopping in today. We'll probably be back on later on, see what the next game's going to be. Probably be a Yankee game here. Take a look here at the schedule. Exactly, Clinton. Yep. Get off here and get something to eat. Like I say, we'll probably be back on. Let's see what the next game will be on. Yeah, it'll be Guidry going up against the Rangers. I think actually, Goose Scotsies blew that game, I think, in real life. So, see if the Gator can get his first win of the year on the channel. Alrighty, folks. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and on your way out of Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, hit that like button and leave a comment. Until next time, y'all have a great afternoon and y'all take care.